Hey there, it's me, Barb. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing all right. I really do. Listen, it's crumble time. Yay! Oh, it's crumble cookies, and you know it. Okay, so we've got a great lineup today. It is called Tropical Week. And we've got a shark sugar cookie, a sea salt toffee cookie, a macadamia nut cookie, a pineapple upside down cake cookie that's new, and a coconut cake that's new. Now, I'm going to confess to you all. I already started this review, and then I got a phone call from my doctor, and it's early in the morning, and I thought I better take it because I've been having some tests run. So I had to interrupt it. So one of the cookies has some bites in it. I'm going to try to act like I haven't tasted it before, but I'm going to give you a little hint. I'm very excited about it. I really am. It's so good. Anyway, so we're going to start from the very beginning. Okay, and this is the appropriate cookie to start with. The first four are all warm that we're going to try. And the last one, the Sugar Shark Cookie's cold, which is great for the kiddos. Of course, I haven't tasted it, so I don't know. But I'm excited. And the first cookie for Tropical Week at CRUMBL Cookies is appropriate, hence the pineapple. And it's a new cookie, so I want to kind of celebrate. And I think it's appropriate to start with the beginning because it symbolizes, pineapple symbolizes friendship, welcoming, hospitality, warmth. Way back when they would put it on their doorways. Sometimes the sailors would put it on when they came back to let people know that they were back. Sometimes they did it for the scent, but I'll tell you more later. Anyway, so pineapple upside down cake cookie. I'm just being transparent, as they say. So it has been tested already, but I'm going to test it in front of you and let you know what it is. But look at that pineapple. That is going to be hard to do all week for all these because it is got like a little brown sugar crust kind of thing to it. Ooh, it looks good. Do you think you know how I'm going to react? Okay, take a bite, right? You all, this cookie is so good. I wish you saw my first reaction. Oh, winner cookie dinner. It's a 10. It is like a pineapple upside down cake. You try to get, maybe you use a cutter on it. It was a little too tricky for me to do. I'm going to take a bite and take a bite of the maraschino cherry too, okay? So good. Oh, I forgot to do the description. It says a yellow cake cookie smothered with brown sugar glaze, a caramelized pineapple ring, and finished with a maraschino cherry. Oh, y'all, this is what a way to start the morning on a Monday morning. I tell you, supervisors, bosses, stop at CRUMBL if you got one around and pick up this cookie. It is a wonderful cookie to have. If you're having you could even make the 4 cuts or get the, I don't know how the catering system works, but, the brown sugar. You know how I love brown sugar. It's such a nice cookie, and it really tastes like you're having pineapple upside down cake. Now, if you don't like pineapple upside down cake, but it is really good. Oh, I hate you missed my first reaction to it because I was like, woo! It's a 10. It's a definite 10. I don't know how they think that up, and I don't know how they figured it out. But I was going to tell you that pineapples were first grown in Brazil and Paraguay. I didn't know that. I always think Hawaii, and that's not how it was. Columbus was sailing. He stopped in Guadalupe Islands, and he saw the pineapple, brought a bunch back to some King Ferdinand, I think it was, and he gave it to King Ferdinand. Oh, goodness, people are just all over the place. It's morning time. He didn't want to bump into me, I think. He wanted me to know I was coming. Hang on. They're blowing. They got to do their morning chores. I thought they were done over here. Anyway, and he gave, so only one pineapple made it. He gave it to King Ferdinand, and that was like the sign, like in the 16th century. If you served one pineapple, it was like you were wealthy and you were like hoopty-dooey. You know how that is even nowadays. There's certain things, you've got some I don't know, $30,000, $100,000 purse. You're all wealthy, hoo-ha. But anyway, so it was really coveted. It even cost $1,000 like of a US dollar today for one pineapple. So let us appreciate the pineapple. We just all have them in our supermarkets. But what happened is some guy, Dole, went to Hawaii and he started propagating it in Hawaii. And of course, the pineapple spread to being grown in Mexico, was it Central America, and the Caribbean Islands. So that's our little news for the day. Let's get moving. Okay, moving. Should we do that? No, we're going to do another cookie. We're going to do the sea salt toffee cookie. Ooh, I'm excited. I was not excited about this cookie. And I'm going to be upfront with you all. You all know I'm a chocolate eater. So, I wish they'd have, oh, wait a minute. The sea salt toffee does have milk chocolate in it. I was going to say, they should have one chocolate cookie every week. Well, guess what? This is the one. Okay, let's go look at it. Now, this didn't even compute to me. I just kept thinking about that pineapple upside down cake cookie. But when I saw it in the box, I was like, oh, this is a warm cookie. Now, yeah, let me see if you can see this. Can you see that? Oh, look at that. I can't even get it all in the frame. And it says a delicious infusion of toffee, milk chocolate chips topped with a dash of salt. You see that little salt right there? Hello, little salt. Whoa, I'm going to break it in half because it will break in half really easily. Ooh, child. Yummy, 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 yummy. I got cookies in my tummy. Okay. See, ooh, I got to hit a little salt there. I'm going to take a bite right in the middle. No way! You all, no way! I'm going to turn this off. No way! This is good too! I sometimes think I'm losing my mind that it's so good. They had something last week. I can't remember which one it was. I was like, it needs to be more toffee tasting. I feel like somebody was listening to me because this is toffee tasting. This is wonderful. If you like toffee at all, you like caramel at all, get this cookie. I'm not kidding. It's a 9 or a 10. I think it's a 10, and I hate to give 2 10s in a row, but I'm happy to give 2 10s in a row if they deserve it, and they do. Even when you don't get a toffee chip, it tastes like toffee. I mean, has a hint. Now, that could be just because the other toffee chip is back in my mouth and my teeth somewhere. And I have to say it. I'm going to say it. The center is a little touch doughy, not too bad. But I again, the only thing I can think of, because, I'm not just the only one that says it, is that CRUMBL is like, well, you might be reheating it. And they don't want them, too dry. And one of my wonderful people that share comments, she said, I'd rather have it too moist than too dry. And I totally agree. That was a really good point. So that was good. I had never had the sea salt toffee. Well, you all know that I had, this is a new year for me. So all the cookies are new to me because unless they've been, I started February 27th, I think, or 28th was the grand opening. So my first post on YouTube was February 5th. From that time of the grand opening here in Asheville, North Carolina. Oh, so good. What a nice morning. And I tell you, I really didn't expect this week to be great because, me and my chocolate, I'm like, well, this isn't a chocolate week. What are we talking about? But I went to bed and I said, well, I'll just see if I wake up in time. I was up and up. Every morning, I don't set an alarm. I'm retired. I don't set an alarm. But for some reason on Mondays, I just pop up and away I go. Oh. And I want to say one other thing, too. I do talk a lot. So if you're not into talking, just keep on moving. You can go to some of these reviewers that just go bing, 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 bing. But I'll put a timestamp on what my cookies are. But I was going to tell you is that some people say, well, because I always say, oh, the pros. But, you know, the thing is that you got to do so many videos and have so many people watch till you get a little moolah. And I'm retired, and I was a social worker, so I tended to give away stuff and give away because I felt like I have so much money I can give this to other people. Well, that's when you're supposed to tuck it away, and I'm not so smart in those situations. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I just thought, well, maybe this will be a road for me to make a living when I'm older, you know, like, because I know it takes a long time to make any money from YouTube, but I'm thinking, you know, shoot, maybe I could get the new roof if I need it when I'm 75 or 80 or 85. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't it be funny if I was still doing this at 90 or 95 going, I'm at CRUMBL. I'm at CRUMBL, y'all. Yeah. Not to make fun of anybody that's older. Shoot. I'm older now because to somebody 20, I'm ancient. But anyway. Well, I say that sea salt toffee was wonderful. If I had to give it a lower number, it would be a 9.5 or a 9 just because it's a little doughy in the middle. But really, it's a 9.75 or a 10. And I'd like to just say it's a 10. In my book, in mine. You might, you know, different strokes, different folks. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. Which one should we do next? I usually already have it planned. But I'm going to go ahead and do, I want to do this one. No, I'm going to do the macadamia nut. And then a macadamia nut looks really fun. It's another warm cookie, you all. Oh, boy, oh, boy. This is deluxe treatment. I feel like they made this just for me. And I know they didn't, but anyway, let me show you. Look at that. Oh! Okay, this is the macadamia nut, the classic cookie filled with layers of creamy white drops and buttery macadamia nuts. Now, you know, all these cookies cost the same amount, and macadamia nuts are expensive. So that is pretty cool. And I'm looking at this and seeing quite a few macadamia nuts. Let's break it, okay? Like they do in the movies. On TikTok. Ooh, it is chock full. Somebody loves Barbara today. Look at, those people at CRUMBL, at our CRUMBL in Asheville are so nice. Paul is just a little sweetie pie. Grace served me. She was so sweet too. Oh, you know, I like it when people are really, really good looking and are sweet and kind and nice and just, they don't let their looks go to their ego. It's so delightful. She's a beauty. And then the baker, and oh God, I know your name. If I don't think you watch these, but if you do, I know your name, honey. I don't mean to call you honey, but she's awesome. She comes to work at 4 in the morning. What was I doing at 4 in the morning? I was honking away probably. Anyway, okay, this is the macadamia nut. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to bite this. I'll take a bite right. Oh, it looks so good. Sometimes I have to kind of regroup. Because, you know, if I was like doing this with some friends or we had people over or we got a box, we wouldn't sit here and eat all this many cookies so fast. Okay. Look, I just got to stop for a minute. Look at that thing. Look at all those white chips. And look at that. Can you see the macadamia nut? Look at the pretty macadamia nuts. Oh, okay. Hit me with the hot note. Hit me with the hot note and watch me bounce. Hit me with the hot note and watch me bounce. What musical is that from? Hit me with the hot note and watch me bounce. Okay. This cookie, if you like macadamia nuts, you're going to love this cookie. You're going to love it up. You're going to love it up. I like macadamia nuts. They're not my favorite nut. I like all nuts except for almonds. I mean, I love almonds, but I'm highly allergic to almonds. I have a EpiPen that I have to bring back and forth to the car every day, just in case. You know, believe it or not, I love the white chips. And they've got, it's pounding with lots of white chips in here. You know what? I'm going to find one more macadamia nut. Now listen. for me personally, because the macadamia nuts aren't my highest favorite, it might be a 9, but really it is a 10 cookie. Triple 10. I mean, it is really nice. I mean, you couldn't make that cookie taste any better. I mean, because, well, you could, because, again, it's a little undercooked in the center again. And again, I'm going to say it over and over again. Just heat it up and then it's going to be just fine. It really is nice and moist and sweet. Ooh, because of that white chocolate. Isn't it funny? For me, white chocolate is richer and sweeter to me than regular chocolate. Does that make sense? Somebody will know the answer to that. Just let me know in the comments. Does that make sense to have, for me? And that's why I don't care for white chocolate as much, because it tastes almost too sweet for me. But that cookie is nice. And it's a nice, you got all that white chocolate and then the macadamia nut gives you the crunch. They could even made those macadamia in smaller pieces, because they have like there's like halves of macadamia nuts in there. One is one whole macadamia nut in there. You could almost have chips of it, but maybe you wouldn't taste the macadamia nut as much. Anyway, it's a very nice cookie. I think, I gotta tell you, it's gotta be well worth the price, because macadamia nuts, whew, expensione. Because remember, you could just get a little jar like that. I can't remember how much for, but anyway. This is a fun week, you all. It's a real different kind of week. I wish I had my do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. What's the song we learned in Girl Scout camp? It was like, there's a funny little melody. That was, and so you have to do 2 claps on one hand, 2 claps on 2 claps on one knee, 2 claps on the other knee. So it goes, there's a funny little melody that was started by the natives down in Waikiki. It's a fun song. Anyway, I remember learning that. It took me so long to do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Anyway, try it. Try it. It's harder than you think. Anyway, okay, we have done 3 down, 2 to go. Okay. Well, I'm going to save the cold for last, because that's only fair. So last but not least, oh, you all, I love me coconut. I love coconut. So let's see if this doesn't disappoint old Bobarinky. Ooh! Oh, how fun. Okay, let me get this so you can see it. Oh, can you see that cookie? Isn't that a fun cookie? Look at their crumble swirling cookie. Okay, the coconut cookie is for coconut lovers. Bad it would be me. A coconut cookie stacked with coconut frosting, shredded coconut, and sparkly rainbow candy. So that's the rainbow candy, and that's you know, it's so funny. Sorry, I diverge again. It's so funny about the rainbow stuff is that I love this, and I think, you know, there's that saying that man plans and God laughs. I just think that this is one of those kind of signs. I love it that the gay, trans, the LGBTQ plus community has a rainbow flag. Well, I'm part of that community. Has a rainbow flag to symbolize them. But born-again Christians have a rainbow flag too. Christians have a rainbow flag too. So I just think it's funny that they both have the same kind of flag to symbolize their growth, and yet there's so much conflict too between the two, but their symbolism is the same. I love that. I love that. I just feel like anger can serve us, but anger also can divide us, and it's kind of like, you know, so many people are hurting that everyone that's hurting is yelling, you know, what about me? Instead of going, okay, I'm hurting, but what about you? You know, so anyway, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I just kind of think it's kind of funny. I remember when I was thinking that. Okay, we're going to open this up. Oh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with the coconut crumble cookie. Well, I don't know if I'm in love yet. I haven't tried it yet. The coconut cake cookie is a new one too. So this is the other new one. They got 2 new ones this week. That is really something. They must be just rolling in that little, I guess I don't know what they call it, a little genius box or creativity box or whatever. Whoever, I would love to be in that team. What kind of cookie should we make this week? Okay. Gotta take a bite, right? I'm excited because I love me coconut. I love. Put the lime in the coconut and call me in the morning. I taste the coconut, but it says it's coconut frosting. I really think it's a cream cheese frosting, and that cream cheese is overpowering the coconut. Hang on. Now I don't know. Let me try the frosting again. Oh, I'm probably wrong. Anyway, I have to take another bite because I'm getting all the coconut now, and you know, you can't have too much coconut in my world. I gotta tell you, when I take a bite with the cookie, I feel like I'm tasting a tart kind of cream cheese. I'm not tasting coconut. I get the coconut after. When I put my finger on the frosting and tasted it, I do taste that coconut, but the cookie tastes like coconut. There's something about the frosting that's fighting the coconut. But not in a real bad way. I mean, it's still good. It might be an 8 or a 9. I think it's an 8. Okay, I have to do everything. I'm wondering if this is one of those tart ribbons. That's a tart little thing. One of those. I wonder who they're hooked up with. It doesn't say featuring anything. But I know that that's some company that makes those. It'd be nice to give them credit. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know these things, people. Maybe the company didn't want it. I love coconut. I always thought, when I was younger, I thought, oh, I'd like to be on Survivor. I think I'd get too dehydrated now because I've had heat exhaustion before. But I thought I could live on coconut. That's it. I'm sorry, you all, because at first I was excited. I feel like the frosting is not a true coconut frosting. I could be wrong, but it's fighting a little bit with the coconut. It's overpowering. I swear it's got cream cheese. I mean, I like that frosting. There's nothing wrong with frosting. It's not artificial tasting or anything. It's just got that little kick that, you know, cream cheese frosting can have. Candy, of course, is fun. You could give it to your kids or whatever, or eat it yourself. I think this lineup is a really good one to bring to the office because there's a lot of different tastes to it. You know, those 4 at least. Of course, I haven't tried the shark cookie yet. But I'm going to give it an 8.5. I want to, the cookie itself tastes like coconut. So maybe if there was less frosting or a different frosting with a lot of coconut on it, yeah, I feel like that missed the mark just a little bit, but it's still a good cookie, and I really like it because I mark from 1 to 10. You all know that, or if you don't, you're new. 1 is you're going to get sick. You never want to see it or hear about it. You never want to go where they make it. And 10 is you can't stop thinking about it. So I'll give it an 8.5. An 8.25. Anyway, I just saw a little car. It looks like a bug, but it's not. I don't know my cars. I tell you, if you drive a car and you're my friend, I don't know what kind of car you drive. I can't. Some people just know, and I'm like, I don't know. I've known her for 10 years, and she's parked right near me. I don't even know what kind of car she drives. Sometimes I'll remember. I usually remember the cover. Some guy's parking behind me. No, he's not. I'm parked in a weird spot here, and one time I got hauled away. Well, I didn't get hauled away. The lady told me I had to leave because of security reasons. Which I don't think she's around. Well, we're on the last cookie. Okay, last cookie is the Sugar Shark cookie. The Sugar Shark cookie. This is the chilled cookie. Let's look at this little puppy. Okay. See, isn't that fun? Look at that. This is a delicate vanilla cookie topped with a creamy swirl of blue vanilla frosting and a gummy shark. Oh, how fun. Fun in the sun. Now, I saw this, and I'm going to be frank with you. I'm going to be Barb with you. Dodo, come on. Let them see the cookie. Let them see the cookie. This will be fun for the kiddos. I thought, okay, this is their old sugar cookie, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I do kind of miss that pink one. Wasn't into it at the time, but I like that almond taste. Let's take a bite, right? Wait a minute. I started biting it. I started eating it, and I was like, same old, same old. Then I got a kick of almond extract, I think. Or flavoring, not extract. I don't know. I'm no baker. I'm no cook. I wanted to be a baker at one time. Okay. This is what I'm going to say about this cookie. I think it does have that taste of the old sugar cookie. Maybe not quite. I'm not sure. I really don't know. This is kind of a plain cookie. It's fun for the kiddos if they like vanilla cookies or they like sugar cookies. It's not my boat, but it's good. It's the icing's very sweet. Yeah, it's the icing that's really sweet. I'm really glad they didn't put it any thicker than what it is. You know, well, see, sometimes it's really thick. It doesn't need to be any thicker than this. It could be actually less than this. But the little gummy guys, a little shark. Let me eat his fin. I just always feel like that isn't even a little tart. I didn't know that. Well, kids will like that. That's a little tart. I just might be on sugar overload, you all. That shark's tail went right down my throat without me knowing it and chewing it. I give it a 7. 7 ain't bad. Oh, my goodness. What a lineup this week, you all. I just appreciate you all coming and being here and all that good stuff. My goodness. That shark cookie is a little sweet for me, believe it or not. But I think the kiddos would like it. Fun for like a picnic or something, or if you have a swim team or a pool or something. You cut them in half or whatever, or I don't know. It could be catered. I don't know how they do that stuff. I'll have to find out for you. But you know, back in I can't remember when, I was a counselor for adjudicated youth and these teenagers, and we went to Shackleford Island. It's way on the East Coast, North Carolina, and we slept on the dunes. We slept on the sand. Oh gosh, it was so wonderful. But that evening they went fishing, and the kids caught shark. Now, not real big sharks, you know, those little sharks, or I don't know how big they were. And we ate it, and it was really good. It was really good. Okay, I diverge, I digress, whatever. You all, I hope you enjoyed, and take good care of yourselves, and until the next time. Excuse me, did you hear that? I burped. Anyway, y'all take it easy, breezies, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.